I don't know what that is.
Mortgage ads have been awfully creative lately. And matter of fact, this actually happened to come over to my personal mailbox. So this is backwards. So what we're going to end up doing, I'm going to go ahead and pop this up. But basically it talks about we'll knock off 1% off of your mortgage for a year.
Your interest rate.
Of your interest rate, your mortgage interest rate for a year. And, you know, Tracey, kind of walk us through kind of what you've been seeing.
Yeah. So this is clever marketing. This is actually referring to a temporary interest rate buy down, which can be effective and a good thing to do for some buyers who fully understand what that's about. If you flip to the back side of this page, it is covered from top to bottom in very fine print. And if you don't speak the language, it can be very confusing. So what I wanted to do was explain what this advertisement is about and explain how, you know, it's something that we offer too.
Yeah, so, you know, there's a couple of sayings that being in the real estate industry that we've learned is number one.
What?
What's one of those first sayings you say all the time? There's no such thing.
Oh, as a free lunch.
And if it's too good to be true, it probably is.
Yeah.
So, you know, usually there's always a catch, like, oh, there's 1% off of your mortgage rate per year. But guess what this little asterisk is for? That's called the catch.
Yeah. So basically, this is talking about a temporary interest rate buy down, which, like I said in the beginning, it can be something that's valuable to you as a buyer. Buy downs come in a few different options. You can do a 3-2-1, a 2-1, or a 1-0 buy down. Basically, what it is you're buying down the interest rate for a very short period of time, anywhere from 12 to 36 months. So let me use an example. Let's say that rates today on a conventional loan are 6% for a 30-year fixed rate. Okay. Let's say you do a 3-2-1 buy down. In the first 12 months of that mortgage, you would pay a 3% interest rate instead of a 6. In the next year, you would pay a 4, then a 5. Then after year 3, you would begin paying your full interest rate of 6%. Now, what's good about this is, let's say you do a 3-2-1 buy down. You close today. That's what we do for you. But let's say that rates drop a lot in 12 months. The cost for the remainder of the rate buy down, the unused portion of it, isn't lost. It actually gets applied to your payoff in the form of a credit. So let's say you have $5,000 left on your buy down that you haven't used. That would be a reduction of your mortgage payoff by $5,000. But let me back up. The rate buy down does come at a cost because, again, nothing is free. And this is why I like to explain this in depth with my clients.
So essentially what's happening is you're paying the interest portion of your mortgage.
It's a subsidy is the best word to use for this. So if you were to do a permanent interest rate buy down, it's more expensive than a temporary buy down because it's for the life of the loan. Okay, 30 years, that's a lot of money. A temporary buy down, because it's for a shorter period of time, is more affordable. It's most common with builders. Maybe you have a builder who's trying to offload some properties because they've been on the books for a while and they're ready to go on and move to a different neighborhood and start building there. They may front the cost for a buy down for the buyer to help incentivize them to buy their particular house. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So a temporary buy down isn't a bad thing. It's just in how you explain it, and be careful about being sold on things, because the last thing you want to do is assume that your rate is 1% lower for the life of the loan. And also you don't want to assume that you don't have to pay for it, because if you read the fine print on the back, that's at the buyer's cost for that temporary buy down.
So they're paying for it. Essentially, they're paying 1%. They're paying all of that drop up front.
Right.
And then they're spreading it out over the monthly payment.
Right.
So,
and something else to keep
kind of like giving me $100 and then $10 a month for the next 10 months. It's the same amount of money.
Right. A few more months, but yes. But so something else to remember is that if the seller or the lender pays a portion of the buy down, this counts towards the interested party contribution. So like on a conventional loan, if you're only putting 5% down and the max seller concessions is 3%, your builder can only contribute, or your seller can only contribute up to 3%. That is capped out. You can use this this program on other products. You can use it on conventional, you can use it on FHA, VA. So it's not a bad product, it's a good product. It's just in, making sure that you understand it as a consumer.
So if you happen to get one of these and you're in the market to be able to take a look, or if you get any other creative things that have been out there, and man, Lord knows we've seen lots and lots and lots of creative ads, make sure you give Tracey a call. And where can they find you?
337-257-9146.
We can go through the fine print, because going through this stuff, if you don't know the lingo, is awfully hard to do. So make sure you give Tracey a call, and we'll see you next week.